This is your Questy email in video form, and it's a reminder to get out of your comfort zone, to take some risks and have some fun, and get out there and just make the most of your life. So the question, the Q part of the Questy email question, what's one thing in your life that you've been wanting to try but haven't had the courage to do it yet? U, uplifting. Maybe you're in a job that you just don't really enjoy. Maybe you're just at a place in your life where you're not feeling it. You're not feeling alive. You don't like where you're at right now. Whatever the situation, change can often seem daunting and overwhelming. But here's the thing that you got to know is that change is inevitable. It's a natural part of life, and it can lead to some amazing opportunities and experiences as well. I'm going through a bunch of changes right now. I'm getting ready for some big changes in my life, and I'm really feeling the pressure to take action on something that I've been thinking about for years and years now. So instead of fearing change, join me and we can embrace it to see where it takes us together. E, entertainment. This video clip, it's not a clip, this video is a 1-hour instrumental R&B jazz saxophonist. He's awesome. This guy's name is Nathan Allen. Give him a round of applause and check out his stuff. It's really amazing. Just listen to that smooth sax and enjoy it. It was really cool. I've been listening to it quite a bit in the background as I do some other stuff, and occasionally just watching him wield that amazing instrument. Just put on some smooth throwback jazz tunes. Let the nostalgia overwhelm you. Overwhelming nostalgia. S, story. This week's oracle words were divulge and charm. So I choose 2 random words from a list of oracle words that I use in my tabletop game and put them together and see what it brings to mind. So what does that unique combination of words bring to mind for you? Spend some time reviewing your life's experiences, what you've lived through. You have an abundance of different experiences and stories that you can pull from, lessons that you can learn. And for me, divulge charm. When I was in high school and university, I became really fascinated with the art of seduction. And I know you might think it's a little strange, might sound weird, but just kind of hear me out on this. My main goal for it wasn't to manipulate or deceive anybody. Instead, I really wanted to improve my social skills. I was so extremely awkward, way more than now. And I wanted to be able to connect with people on a deeper level. And I knew that my social skills were getting in the way of that. So by studying the art of seduction, I learned how to be more confident and charismatic and charming. And I may not be the most of any of those, but I am at a place where I'm happy now. And because of that, eventually I was able to meet someone who I truly loved and wanted to be with. And I had the skills and the self-development to be able to do that. And looking back, I learned so many lessons about myself, but I think the biggest one was that after getting all that experience, stepping out of my comfort zone, working on myself, I became someone who other people were attracted to, and I could also attract the people that I wanted to have in my life. T, task. So I know change can be scary. There's a sense of grief that comes from letting go of things, letting the old ways go and moving on. And the grief comes from many different places. It comes from letting ideas go. It comes from letting identities go, letting people go, letting negative habits and behaviors go. But it's almost never just the thing, the idea, the identity, or the person that we're afraid of letting go, right? We miss the security, the comfort of knowing what we're supposed to do, of knowing how to live our lives, what we're supposed to do with our lives. And when you're about to change, it can feel like someone just took that safety blanket away. But no matter how scary it is or how scary it feels in the moment, having faith that this new thing, this new season will be better than the old one is one of the keys of embracing the change that is going to happen anyway. In order to go through this process in a bit better way, it's not going to be easy all the time. It's not meant to be easy. But to improve it a bit, what I've found is that first you need to identify what is holding you back. The first step to embracing that change is identifying what's holding you back. Is it fear? Is it fear of failure? Is it lack of motivation? Or is it something else? It's often the thing that we post-process, post-rationalize. We're like, oh, well, it's not this. That would be too obvious. We think of all these different reasons. We make these stories for why everything happens, and then we kind of hold on to those, and we repeat those long enough until we believe that. But often the unconscious mind kind of presents us with the thought of the thing that it actually is, and then we so quickly dismiss it. Write down 3 different areas in your life where you are feeling stuck or where you want to embrace change a bit more, and give it a real thought. Like, delve into yourself, your identity a bit, to understand what these different areas of stagnation and desire for change are. Then you're going to want to start brainstorming actionable steps. So once you've identified what's holding you back, then it's time to brainstorm these different actionable steps that you can take, things that you can do in each area. So start small and think about what you can do today, now, or even later this week to move forward. Don't worry about it being this big, massive, big picture thing, like what am I going to do with my life? But start small. Small steps can lead to big changes over time. Last, taking action towards change. So the final step is to actually start taking those actions, to commit to taking at least one step towards change in the area that you want, or in the areas that you've defined. And if you can do that each week, if you can set up one thing within each week, then you're going to be making more progress in your life. This can be anything from reaching out to a friend, finding a support group, signing up for a class or a workshop or some hobby that you have, doing something, taking some action. This is important because this thing is like important to your life. You've decided that there's some area that you don't like. So it's important to take steps towards that, changing it. Not towards the thing that you don't like, because you're probably already surrounded by it, but taking steps to a different place in your life and just keep moving. Take action and keep moving. Even if it's just a little bit, or even if it feels slow at times, 1 XP is 1 XP. You know, a little bit of movement towards the goal is the best thing that you can do. And why YouTube? Well, we're on YouTube. You don't need to see links to all my other videos, but you can like, subscribe, share, and continue to check out other links to my videos. Does that make sense? I think it does. Much love. See ya. This is your QUESTY email in video form. I was looking at the mic.